Why am I? Oh, looks like I like went blank or something here. Sorry, guys. Facebook's acting up. Cox is a little bit crazy with the internet right now. So, but let's try this emoji party. Dun, 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 dun. So if you guys are on, if you can still hear me, make sure you comment because I don't know if you guys can hear me anymore, which makes live TV fun or live show. This is an international show, but this makes it a lot more fun. So hit like, love, share, all those good things. Now let's look if you don't have any time to work out, like to hit the I want you to stop thinking of exercise and the gym as the place that you go to get in shape. Oh, thanks, Court. Court says she can hear me. Let's bring her on board because I love my fiance. We're supposed woo. We would have been married. We would have been married already. So I feel like I've been married. So I'm very much in love. Right, Court. If you don't feel like you just cannot make it to the gym. Right? I have clients that are online or throughout that. There's no way to make it to the gym, right? Maybe you're firefighting, maybe things are crazy with the school of the kids, and it's just scheduling just doesn't make it. Exercise doesn't have to be something that you go and do. Exercise can be just activities. What I mean by just activities, it could be, playing with your puppy a little bit more aggressively, taking walks, walking a little bit faster, taking the stairs, parking further away, doing laundry at an elevated speed. It could be dancing. It could be, it's just like, ugh. See, I'm doing an activity now. And all that stuff, really what it does, it gives you the same benefits as exercise. So you're talking about 60 plus benefits from just activities, just general movement, hula hooping, whatever it may be. As long as your body's moving and your heart rate raises a little bit, you're going to get those same benefits. You're going to get the endorphins. You're going to get mood enhancement. You're going to feel better. You're going to burn more calories. You're going to sleep better. All these different things that happen just from having more activities throughout the day. So don't think of the gym and exercise as this enduring like thing that you have to go through. Think of it like something that's fun. If you're going to watch the kids, like play with the kids. If you play with the kids, throw the ball and have them go get it. Wait, that's what I do with my dog. But maybe, well, I mean, you can do it with them, but maybe they throw the ball and you go get it. Have fun with it because then you'll burn more calories, you build more bonding time, and you'll be getting in great shape. And you don't really have to do it for that long. You just have to do something. Keep moving in that general direction and don't throw your hands up. A lot of times what I see people fall apart is they fall in love with this perfection principle. They feel like they have to do everything perfect. They got to eat perfect, sleep perfect, drink water perfect, work out perfect, get the reps exactly right, blah, 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 blah. What happens is that this all or none principle leads to a lot of failure. And when you're living your life like that, it's very hard to be successful because true success has a lot of failure in it, especially in fitness, building these habits, eating better, drinking more water, going to sleep on time. All these things have different failures with them. And the failure is part of the learning process because remember, we're looking for progress and consistency. You fail in fitness not because you quit. You fail because you quit. You increase your rate of failure when you quit. If you're just consistent, you will get to your goal. So remember, it's not about perfection. It's just about consistency. So let's talk about the daily dids, right? This is something that I really, kind of came up with when I was really trying to model my training program and model my clients' behaviors and really just trying to help people build a more holistic, a more total body approach to fitness. And this is what we talk about constantly. So the first thing that these are all things that you really don't need more time. You don't need more, like I tell my mom sometimes argues with me and I don't know why, but I have been doing this for a long time. And my mom's out of shape. So why would you argue me if you're out of shape? But regardless, let's just let it go and let that ship sail. You don't need more time to eat less. You actually need less time to eat less. Right? Eating the right amount of calories is an easy way to do it. No matter what, you can not change your habits and whatever food you're eating or we're supposed to eat, if you just ate half, if you slow down the rate of eating by chewing more, by putting the utensil down, by eating with your opposite hand, anything that slows you down, you can actually cut down on the time and on the calories Because remember, most people want to work out, they want to change their body, they want to tone, they want to sculpt, they want to get those abs, they want to get rid of those dad bods, they don't want to have that those muffin tops hanging over the top. And all these things are all 95% of it comes down to the nutrition and the food choices that we make. So you don't really need extra time for that. The next one is water. We have this the song, clear P means healthy me, clear P means healthy me. They got a new client who started, and for the first time in his life, he peed clear and he didn't think it was possible. And that only happens when you're properly hydrated. And what I'm learning about the brain and fitness and exercise is the brain is 85% water. So when you're not drinking enough water, your cognitive ability declines. You're actually getting dumber. Yeah, it sucks to be dumb and fat. That's just not a way to live. Pick one. But if you drink water, then you won't be either. So just drink more water. You'll probably eat less calories. And again, that doesn't really take more time. That's actually less time. The one that you can't, that does require a little bit of a time commitment is the exercise. And like we talked about, if you're going to be playing with the kids, if you're going to be throwing the frisbee around, going up and down the stairs, if you fit it into your daily activity, you can easily hit your 10,000 steps, your 8,000 steps in the same amount of time. Whether it be working on a conference call. So like if I was really aggressive, I'd be doing this Facebook Live, just walking back on the desk, walking back and forth, trying to increase the activity. At the same time, that doesn't require more time, actually less time. The next one is taking your daily vitamins, and that was important for a couple of reasons. Number one, it plugs the holes in your diet. So if most of us don't eat enough fruits and vegetables, so this is going to get you everything. But taking like your fish oil, sometimes melatonin, magnesium, all these different vitamins and nutrients really affect your brain chemistry. And what I mean by brain chemistry is that your mood, your temperament, your irritability, what kind of frustration you're experiencing throughout the day could be because your brain is just chemically imbalanced. And that could be because you're missing some of the vitamins, some of the nutrients that your body needs. If that's the case, then why don't you just take a vitamin? You'll be healthier. You might be in a better mood, be it not as grouchy, maybe easier to live with. So many things can happen from just taking that multivitamin. Plus, it's a good mental trigger. It's a good cue to remind you to be healthy. So I find that most people forget their vitamins on the weekends. And that's when usually with debauchery starts, on the weekends. Only if there was no weekends. I think everyone would be in shape if there was no weekends. If we just Monday through Thursday. The next one is really important, is proper sleep. Now, proper sleep is really important. And again, you might need an extra hour of sleep. And, people are like, well, I can't really sleep that well. And, I've never really made sleep a priority, or I don't really need that many hours. The problem is that stuff's a lie. Really, what we're finding is the newest research is showing that your brain goes through these kind of laundry cycles. It really kind of washes itself. It cleanses these neural toxins in the brain. And that only happens when your brain is in really deep sleep. So if you're not getting the right amount of sleep, you're experiencing brain fog. It's also a leading cause for like Alzheimer's and dementia. So the lack of sleep really has ramifications in the long run. Your body doesn't heal properly. You get old fast, and it just gets bad. Plus, you also increase irritability, frustration levels. It's harder to make good choices. So that affects your food. So sleep is something that's really a non-negotiable. And what I like to tell people with the sleep is that don't worry, we have your whole life to figure it out. And with some clients, it's taking me 2 or 3 years to finally get sleep taken care of. But that's a huge one. It's like number one on this like scale of what you need to accomplish. So I hope that guys makes sense. If you guys want a copy of this, hit me up in the comments or send me a message, and I'll give you a little copy of these daily dids. So remember, fitness is who you are. It's not something that you go and do. Fitness is who you are. It's the choices that we make every day. And like we talk about a lot before on the show, and with my clients, the habits that you make, the tiny changes, the atomic habits that you're forming in order to create the life and the body and really the life of who you're presenting to the whole world. Thank you everyone for showing up. Love the comments, guys. And you can hear me. Yeah. So let me give you a bonus hack to make sure that you can succeed in fitness with less time. The most important thing you can do to manage your time and succeed as fitness is schedule and plan your day. If you do that, like what are the most important things for the day? Like one or two things that have to happen in order for you to be successful, you will be successful. If it's working out, when are you going to work out? What time? If it's, planning the foods, when are you going to do that? if you plan that stuff in the beginning and during the day, like you do, like they have you do for work, there's a reason they have you do that for work because it works. And my challenge to you is don't ever do something more than you do for yourself. What I mean by that is there's work deadlines, there's things that people do for work that they don't do for themselves. They don't plan, they let themselves, like for work, you never miss a deadline. You always plan, you get whatever needs to happen done. But when it comes to you, do you attack your life like that? Are you really like, no, I have to get this done for me? This is not are you going to write yourself up? That's the kind of approach that will lead you to like that incredible life that you want, that you can build for yourself. But you have to start by planning your day. And sometimes that means saying no to other things. Like, like if some of your friends want to go out or your friends want to do this, but you haven't worked out yet or you haven't done what you need to do, you got to learn to say no to those people. And they'll understand, they'll understand because the first time it happened to me, I didn't get it. And I think I asked my friend Augie to go running with me. Or no, he asked him to hang out and he said, oh, I got to go for a run. And I was like, what? Augie? Go for, and then it hit me. I was like, man, that's what I do to people like all the time. Hey, I like your party, but I gotta go because I gotta work out tomorrow for like 4 hours. And people get it because this is what I love to do. I mean, like, there's a bike in my office. All right, so now it's time for the Ask the Trainer. Thank you guys, everyone. Nicole, Diana, Courtney, Tazim. Thanks, guys, for showing up. I really appreciate it. We got a good question today. Is it better to work out in the morning or in the night? And before, I would have told you anytime is good as long as you work out. Wrong answer. Remember, when it comes to success, your happiness and your healthiness is most important. And what comes before that is the most important element to that is sleep. So if you're working out too late at night, your heart rate is going to raise too high, and it might take you a lot longer to fall asleep. And if you're having problems with sleep, working out at night is not the best thing to do. What you can do, and it does require some type of a shift, a paradigm shift, is go to bed early and then wake up and work out in the morning before the whole world gets up. There's less excuses, and there's less likelihood for you not to do the workout. So it does take a paradigm shift to kind of do it, but it is more advantageous because working out at night, especially if you're doing like really hard, intense workouts at 7, 8, 9 p.m., you're gonna have a hard time really calming your heart rate and slowing down. It's going to take a couple hours before you fall asleep. So I would recommend working out earlier, or if you have to pick between working out and going to sleep. Yeah, obviously pick sleep. No one wants grouchy Smurf the next day. just go to sleep. All right, let's look at our exercise spotlight. So now you don't have time to work out. All right, you got your time crunch. Like, what do I do, T? I don't have time. I was like, all right, here's what you do. You tell the kids to run over there, and then you jump on the ground, and then you do a push-up. Quick, knocking out like 5 push-ups. What? Like, that guy's frozen. Well, let's pretend that he's moving. he's definitely moving in my little screen over here, but he's not moving on this little screen. Let me see if I get rid of him. Let's see if he comes. Let's try him again. Let's see if he does it. Oh, so we'll get instructions on what proper form is, but thanks, Facebook and Cox. So a perfect push-up would be the chin tucked in, the abs tight, and the glutes tight. And you'd be moving in this exact plane, just up and down, up and down. And what you can do is maybe work out like 3 or 4 push-ups. You can also just hold a push-up plank if you can't do a push-up the whole way. But you crack these things out. These things take maybe a couple minutes. Before you know it, you got a nice little burn going. And again, that gets your heart rate up, counts as exercise, counts as activity. And they're easy to do because you don't need any exercise. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, Court and I are getting ready to head to Cabo in this post. I guess we're wearing, let me see. We're wearing like hazmats and helmets and the whole bit, and make sure that we don't come back. But Mexico is actually safer than the United States, which is weird to say in 2020 or ever. Literally ever. So I'll be back. I will be back next week with the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Next week, I got a really good show. We're going to talk about how to break these bad habits. So bad habits like snacking, going in the fridge, eating too much, clearing the plate. How do you break these things? How do you really break that vicious fat habit cycle that's just yeah. So we're going to figure out how to identify these cues, these triggers, and how to change these rewards so we can really get on the right track. Again, my name is Tony Ariola. I'm from TotalBodyProject.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. This is the best part of my week. I get to share my message of health and happiness. Hopefully, you found value in the show. And if you know anyone that can benefit, tag them, share with them, because I believe that we all deserve health and happiness. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you on the skinny side. Should I try the cue music? I feel like I should play my video, but
And squeeze.
oh, he's moving.
Nice and
My
controlled.
video's move. Go. Goodbye.